The Forgotten Truth by Donovan Jenkins. Hi, my name is Donovan Jenkins. I was put on this earth on April 28, 1994 in Cooper Hospital. I'm one of 3 children. I have a brother and a sister, but we were all split up. For some odd reason, our mom did not want to take care of us. So my brother went to live with his dad. My mom put my sister up for adoption, and I lived with my grandma on my mom's side. My grandma had a full house. Her youngest son and her 2 daughters that lived with her and helped take care of me. I never knew my dad, so when I was little, I called my Uncle Keontae my dad. Everything was going well, but on November 20th, 1999, everything changed. It was a normal day when my grandma had to use the bathroom. I came in there to keep her company. I stared at her for a couple seconds and she looked like she had fallen asleep. I got up from the floor and started tapping her in the arm. Her arm felt real cold and hard. I went to the opposite side of her body to tap her face, but before I could tap her face, her eyes were open. I called my aunt Dayelle to tell her that grandma didn't look too good. My aunt started crying and ran to the phone. I came up to her and asked her what was wrong with grandma, but she would not tell me. The ambulance came and picked her up on a stretcher. They drove her off to Cooper Hospital. My aunt went with her, so my uncle watched me at the house. My uncle told me grandma isn't coming back. I knew right then and there that my grandma died right in front of my face. The funeral was 2 days after Thanksgiving. After the funeral, Aunt Dayelle went to court and signed papers so she can have full custody of me. Me, Dayelle, and my Uncle Keontae moved out of the house and got an apartment on Moore Street in East Camden. Around that time, I was only 7 years old. I remember I saw my mom at the funeral. That was the first time I ever saw my mom. I was next to her the whole time. After the funeral was over, she kissed me goodbye, and that's the last time I saw her. When we were living on Moore Street, I asked myself, will my mom ever come back and take me as her son? I asked myself that a lot. I realized that she would never take me as her son, so I need to live with my uncle and aunt. My aunt and uncle were always good people. I got whatever I wanted. As the years went by, I maintained a A and B average. Everything was going well, but on December 20, 2006 was a very special day in my life. My uncle called me and told me he had a surprise for me. I was wondering what it was the whole morning. I got dressed and he came to pick me up. We were going over the bridge in Philadelphia. My uncle still wouldn't tell me where we were going. We stopped at this house that looked busted up. He got out of the car and knocked on the busted up house. A mysterious lady came out who looked like she was 6'1". She had light brown eyes, nice looking hair, and was dressed nice. I got out of the car and the mysterious lady came up to me and gave me a big hug. I asked this mysterious lady, who was she? She told me in a light voice, I'm your mother. My whole face was real shocked. I gave her another big hug, but with more emotion. We got in the car and rode to my uncle's house. While we were in the car, she told me it was her birthday today. My face looked stunned until we got in the house. The whole time we just sat there and talked. I wanted to ask her the question I always had, but I was too afraid. I didn't ask the question. After the party, she gave me a super big hug and said goodbye, my son. I said bye to her and never saw her again. Now I'm a 15-year-old that goes to Penn-Tech High School. I'm still maintaining my A and B grade point average. I did have a rough childhood, but everything in life happens for a reason. And despite, I would rather remember my past as the forgotten truth.